Just came back from seeing Transformers the last night. I believe today was opening day. Yes, it is. 21st of June, 2017. It's directed by Michael Bay and stars Mark Wahlberg. So let's talk movies. The plot. Oof, the plot. How do I narrow this down to blurb length? Okay. So the story revolves around an ancient Transformer artifact that has connections going all the way back to the legends of King Arthur. This particular artifact has the power to revive Cybertron, that's the Transformers' home planet, as well as the power to destroy Earth. So you have various human and Transformer factions fighting to lay claim to it and decide the fate of their respective worlds. There's lots of revelations relating to a secret society and lost histories for both species, so I don't want to reveal too much here. The story, I don't want to say it's convoluted because everything makes sense and falls into place, but saying it's complex, I think, oversells it a bit. So let's just say it's a fairly intricate storyline for a Michael Bay film. I'll be honest, I'm not a terribly huge fan of the Transformers movies. I love the original cartoon and the Marvel comics, and I watched Transformers Prime. But I don't think Hollywood has fully utilized the potential of this franchise. The two major problems that I had with the previous four films are still here. The first reason is that being what is essentially a feature-length toy commercial, the content is not what I would consider to be child-friendly. And I'd say this also applies to the 1986 film as well. People can say what they want about appealing to older audiences, but I call BS on that. Watch the Star Wars films or any Pixar movie, and you will find movies that appeal to all ages and have appropriate content. And yes, I realize that some of the Star Wars movies have cursing in them, and it adds absolutely nothing to them. I know I sound like a concerned soccer mom right now, but I think media aimed at a certain demographic should also have content that is suited to their maturity. I don't think that's unreasonable. My second problem with the movie franchise is that the Transformers are still not the protagonists. I'm glad they ditched Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox for Mark Wahlberg, but I want the Transformers to be the main characters and not relegated to the supporting cast. The argument that special effects characters can't drive a film is nonsense. It's a dead argument. Really, it's been dead since the day of the Muppets. But we've also got Avatar, Lord of the Rings, Planet of the Apes, and Star Wars to prove that it can work, so there's no excuse for it now. On the subject of Transformers and special effects, I like both. The designs have gradually improved with each successive film. They actually have distinctive features. I still prefer the designs of their animated counterparts, but at least they no longer look like Bionicle rejects. Peter Cullen and Frank Welker are both back voicing Optimus Prime and Megatron, though both of them have scarce screen time. Bumblebee's screen time has been reduced as well, thank God. I still can't believe they're giving him his own spin-off movie. Ugh, such a lame character. Oh, that's something else I should get into. There are way too many characters in this movie. You got Marky Mark, his brainy assistant, the cute Latina kid, Anthony Hopkins, the British professor chick, a bunch of military dudes, Buster Bluth from Arrested Development. There's just too much. All of which are taking away from the screen time from the title characters. Also, they brought back Josh Duhamel and John Turturro. I'm okay with the former, not okay with the latter. I like John Turturro as an actor, but his character in Transformers is obnoxious and not funny. I will say this about the movie. The bad attempts at comedy have been reduced considerably this time around. Ordinarily, these movies are painfully unfunny. I'm happy to say I didn't cringe during any of the funny scenes. I know I'm laying into this movie pretty heavily. It may give you the impression that I didn't enjoy myself. I actually did. I thought it was a vast improvement over the previous movies, and it's got good action, and the effects are cool, and the storyline is pretty cool. I didn't think that the King Arthur connection was going to gel with the Transformers mythos, but they did a commendable job. It's worth seeing at a matinee at least. I just wish that there was more substance to this franchise beyond being a 90-minute thrill ride. For that, I have to look to Transformers stories outside of the movies, unfortunately. Thanks for watching.